Hey Riley besties, welcome back to the Writing with Anna new podcast where we talk about all things writing. In today's episode, it's just going to be a really chill episode where I talk about some updates and my goals for the next half of the year basically for my projects and everything, and I'm going to be talking about my projects, things that I'm excited for, things that I have some updates, like maybe publishing updates. I don't know, like stuff like that. And I'm just going to be talking through some goals that I have in terms of my projects so you guys can actually stay up to date with what I'm writing and what projects I'm working on. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. I do want to say quickly that I'm actually publishing with sadgirldiaries. I'm just going to be publishing a short story as well as a poem, and the short story is inspired by my own poem that I wrote, and it should be up by now, now that the podcast is up. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. I'll have all the links down below where you guys can read it. Definitely sign up to Sad Girl Diaries and support them. I'm so excited to be publishing with them, and just kind of like this my first little thing that I was able to achieve in terms of publishing. So it really does mean a lot, and especially the story that I wrote is extremely relatable. If you have been listening to my podcast for a long time, I literally talk about the struggles about being a creative and kind of going against the whole world and my parents and, all these expectations. And I do it through symbolism and through a story where, the character meets her childhood self in a closet, and it's really interesting. So definitely go check that out. However, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get on to some updates about my books and what I've been writing. So thank you also so much for clicking on this video and being interested in what I'm working on. What the heck? That is so sweet. I love you. Thank you for listening in. But however, let's go ahead and get on to it. So I'm actually nearly finishing Project Oreo. I'm going to work it on, sorry, my brain. Slow it down, Anna. Slow it down. I feel like I rush so much in these podcasts because, okay, I'm not going to get into that. But anyways, yes. So Project O, Project Orchestra. It's a book kind of about, the 1800s. It's about a artistic revolution, about the Romantics, and it's such a sad story, and I think that's why I've kind of been procrastinating a little bit. I definitely could have finished the zero draft last week, but I've been pushing it on to this week. Now it's Monday when I'm filming this podcast, and I'm definitely so near. So I hope to finish it tonight, hopefully, or by tomorrow. And it's just going to be such an emotional ride. I don't think I'm going to be doing a video on it, but maybe I'll do a podcast video on Project O in general, because I did do a podcast episode just on this book because it's so emotionally compelling and I really did want to share it. So I literally talk about the whole synopsis. So definitely go check that out if you haven't already. That podcast, it's a really, really good one. But yeah, working on Project O has been such a journey. I literally started it during February. And it's just been such a hard book to write because it's so different. This sort of historical fiction. I've never really wrote anything like that. So the fact that I'm finally coming to a close, but it's really difficult because I'm literally tearing my characters' lives apart in the last few chapters that I'm writing. And I remember talking to my friends. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to finish, Project O. And oh, why are you struggling? And I'm like, well, I'm really sad for my characters and this is what happens to them. And they're like, but Anna, you're the one who made those things happen to them. So why don't you just, and I'm like, you don't understand. I feel like only writers can understand what compels us to kill our characters and their hearts. So that's Project O. I'm really excited. I'm also really hoping to finish Project BB ASAP. This book I've been working on for 2 freaking years, besties. 2 years. I'm literally not okay. I'm not okay. It's not okay. But I'm really, oops, sorry. Just hit my little guitar. I love my guitar. Do you like my background if you're watching me? I just did my beautiful shelves. So now the books are turned out when usually they were turned in spine in. Anyways, they look really beautiful. I love them and they actually do inspire me. Anyways, enough about my background. Project BB, that is a fantasy book. I have a couple actual audiobooks of my first chapters on my channel. Go check them out. It's basically a story. It's kind of like a retelling of Robin Hood. where the main character, Robin, is a thief and she ends up stealing the prince. And it's a book that I literally think could be my debut novel if it's not Project Ghost, which I've been querying. I did a whole querying update, I think, my last episode or episodes, so definitely check that out. But oh my gosh, querying has not been okay. So that's why I think I need to focus on my craft a little bit more and focus on my projects and just, finish good drafts, you know what I mean? So Project BB has been a struggle. I'm definitely up to the last, I think it's at 75k, and I just need to finish, that sort of last climax where basically it's like a whole revolution sort of thing. I have a real big trend of writing revolution stories. I think it's because I'm obsessed historically with revolutions. I really want to watch Les Mis so bad, but I can't find it on any streaming platform. If I do, then I don't have the streaming platform, so it's really annoying. But anyways, that's Project BB. I'm really excited about that. Just freaking finish it. Like, it's the first draft, and I've been pantsering it for this whole time, but it's got to a point in the book where I literally don't know what the heck to do. So that is what I'm trying to figure out. And then my goal is to actually start working on Project CZ, my high fantasy book, which I am so excited to get into because it's been like a whole year since I even touched it or read it. So I'm really excited to finally do a whole replot of the story to help, actually know what I'm doing. It's such an amazing world, and I did do a lot of videos kind of when I was starting this AuthorTube channel 2 years back talking about it, and a lot of people were so excited about Project CZ, which made me so happy. So yeah, Project CZ is like that. However, yeah, I'm really excited for Project CZ. It's just such, I don't know, it's literally the book of my heart, and a book that I think I really wanted to, sorry, that was my clip. I'm kind of putting my hair down. Sorry. Anyways, what was I saying? Project CZ. Yeah, I'm really excited to start writing Project CZ. The characters really mean the world to me, but I'm really having to make tough decisions about if I should cut some characters or not, or what's going to go on there. So I'm really excited to have those problems and to, flesh out all the scenes that I want to write, and yeah, really almost reread the first draft that I wrote of the book, which is literally only half the book. And I think it's going to be a duology. So I'm going to have to actually, experience plotting over a book when, I've only really just written one book solely. So yeah, that's my goal. And I guess my other goal is, of course, querying, which I kind of alluded to a bit before, but hopefully to get an agent or at least get some sort of experience from it. Get it's not really a callback. It's kind of I want to have some sort of correspondence at least. That's my only goal. Even if it's just a rejection, maybe not a rejection. I want to be a little bit more than a rejection. Maybe they're interested, they want to call, or they're maybe interested in my other works. I don't know. Something. That is my goal. To have something, at least something, please. I do want to do a video soon about querying because I've had a lot of videos where I'm literally just crying at the camera. So stay tuned for that, I guess. But anyways, I'm just so excited for all my books, especially just working on Project BB, and then finally Project CZ. And then hopefully, if I have some time, go ahead and really participate in Nanowrimo. I was definitely thinking about it and talking to my bestie Tiana the other day about what my project will be. I was definitely thinking Project O, which I can actually write and have the first really good draft done. I think that would be super, super cool, but it's going to be a bit of a longer book, definitely over 50k. So it's going to be one of my longer books that I've never really tried to write before in Nano. So I'm really excited for that. So I guess that's also a goal, to participate in NaNoWrimo. Kind of not related, but I do hope to really excel in this AuthorTube channel and maybe start to kind of do more book content, though I don't read too much anymore, hence all these books on my bookshelf that I have not touched. Apart from today when I organized them, I guess, but I haven't read all of them. So that's why I think I want to dabble more in, reading content to also encourage myself to read and write. Because reading and writing has literally been my life, and reading is what got me into writing. So I think hopefully reading can sustain me in writing as well. So yeah, thank you so much for listening in. Sorry if this episode was a bit longer than you thought, maybe a bit shorter. I could definitely ramble on for so long, but I'm afraid that you guys will lose interest in my projects and when I just repeat myself. But I have a lot of new content coming. Yeah, I'm just really excited for the rest of the year, and I might be actually going overseas soon. Next year on like exchange, so I'll definitely update you guys on that. It's really exciting. I'm just going through the process. A lot of things has been happening in my life. Like I've been really, really busy, and I think that's why I haven't been writing a lot. Yeah, it's fun though. It's fun. I took a walk just now, and that's why the sun's kind of down. So I took a walk. It was getting cold, so I walked back home, and I was just thinking about like all the random stuff I'm stressed about, like my assignments I haven't touched yet, and it's like a month into the semester, my YouTube channel and how like I'm not growing as fast as I want to, my Instagram even, and the same reason. I'm stressed about like boy problems. I'm stressed about my application to travel overseas and study. It's just so hard, but it's fun. Like it's fun. It's like good problems I guess I want to have. I don't know. But besties, thank you so much. I hope your project's going well, and I hope these videos really encourage you guys, because whenever I hear comments, they literally mean the world. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next writing video. Bye everyone!